Well, I think it's become obvious that the way China deals with its partners is very different from other countries that Solomon Islands has diplomatic ties with. And for restricting us during that recent visit by the Chinese Foreign Minister, Mr. Wang Yi, the Media Association felt that we had to take action and make it known to our government that we weren't happy with them not trying to push our case and to ensure that Solomon Islanders are aware of what was going on during this visit.
Have you before had a foreign country dictate terms in this way?
I'm pretty sure when you have meetings, there's certain protocols that you go through, and I have seen that happen before. But when it comes to a press conference, if called, then all media invited to it, and there is no limit to the questions, and our questions are not vetted. So this is the first time I've seen this.
Do you feel the Solomon Islands Prime Minister is going along with it and himself has become, angered by journalists and their questions?
That's right. I think it's also our government that's causing more of a problem because they've had a rocky relationship with the media over the last 5-6 years now, I think. And I hope that they will change this attitude towards the media, because without our population understanding what is going on, then it might, erupt into another riot again if we're not careful about how we handle the situation that we're in now.
Dorothy, let's talk about Solomon Islands and the fact that they've changed their position, they've switched allegiance from Taiwan to China. How appealing is what China has on offer for local communities?
Well, as you know, Solomon Islands has suffered for quite a while now with bad roads, bad infrastructure, and I think because we have a very young population now, at the age of 30 down, it represents about 75% of our population. So our young ones are feeling frustrated because the lack of development reaching the rural areas. Also, it affects how they're able to get jobs, go to school, and just do whatever they need to do. So that's the sense of urgency that is affecting, I think, how government looks at the way it's dealing with donor assistance now.
So do you feel that a lot of communities would go along with China investments and supporting what China's ambitions are in the region?
Yeah, we've never had a big social infrastructure put up like our national stadiums being built now by the Chinese, and of course other things that they'll be doing. I think they're also building a new wing for the National Referral Hospital. And these are issues that Solomon Islanders have complained about for the last 15 years. So when China jumped in and started making promises that they were keeping, and straight away we could see it, that's actually changing the mindset of many Solomon Islanders.
Dorothy, Australia has talked about expanding the labour schemes where, people get a pathway to Australia to potentially even get residency down the track, but certainly visas to come and work. How appealing would that be compared to with what China has got on offer in terms of stadiums that perhaps may not necessarily be what the community needs right now?
Well, like we all know, cash is power, and if they're able to earn the kind of money that they can support and improve their lives in their villages and communities, of course, this would boost the interest by Solomon Islanders to work in Australia. We've already seen it on the ground here, the impacts on a lot of families, the way their family members are working in Australia and sending back money. They're able to start little businesses, build homes, send their kids to school. And it also would have an impact in the future in the way our people vote. Because as you know, in the past, a lot of our people depended on members of parliament providing them housing, material, paying school fees, and all these other basic necessary things that they need every day, and even sometimes helping out with medical expenses. So I think for once, Solomon Islanders will feel that they are contributing to something good. And it's a win-win situation for Australia and Solomon Islands. We have the workers, you need the workers, and then it'll give a sense of pride maybe back to our young people if they're able to earn it.
And Dorothy, you know, in terms of what China has put on the table towards Solomon Islands, you're talking about security, you know, telecommunications support, where in fact there may be concerns that China may want to influence, you know, what information of Solomon Islanders. How far do you think the government is prepared to go?
Well, it'll depend a lot on Solomon Islanders themselves demanding information and also demanding accountability in relation to whatever China is going to do in this country. And that's why, as a body that represents the media, we felt strongly about this, that our people needed to be informed and kept abreast of what was happening, because a lot of this development proposals, MOUs will affect Solomon Islanders because they are the landowners. They own the sea, they own the land. So it's important that they are aware of whatever government is agreeing to do.
Dorothy, good to get your perspective, and thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.